All right. Thank you, Ernest. It's so good to see so many friends on this call. Obviously, been working with Cara over, God, I got to say, over a decade now with the membership and everybody there. But appreciate the opportunity to be on and to speak with everyone. Obviously, we do some of this in person, when we have the lobby days and whatnot up in the Capitol. But because this has been a very interesting year with the pandemic, everyone's had to change kind of course a little bit. So appreciate you guys doing this on a virtual format, just to allow participation. But given that, at the state level, things have been very interesting this year. Obviously, because not only because of the pandemic, but just each of the crises we keep facing. Right, we have the pandemic, and now we have the wildfires. But like my colleague and friend, Dr. Joaquin Rambla, was talking about some of the things that we've been doing for seniors up in the Capitol. We've been continuing to push and advocate. Obviously, in the beginning of this year, I know that there was proposed cuts for seniors actually to the tune of $68 million that the governor was trying to push through with his May revise. And due to the work that Dr. Rambla did and our Democratic caucus, we were able to push back on that and actually save a lot of seniors from those cuts. And so, we've been working on things like that. And how do we do things to actually help people that are on fixed incomes? How do we do things to actually help people that are, having a hard time, especially this year out of all years? What are those things that we're doing? And, we're looking at a lot of different aspects, not only just preventing those cuts, but also looking at how do we expand and make healthcare more affordable. Right, in the state of California, since I've been elected, we've been expanding healthcare for all every single year. When you look at some of the proposals and some of the things that we've done to help decrease prescription costs, or whether it was Dr. Ed Hernandez's bill or Dr. Pan's bill, we've been trying to push on that front. But we know that that's not the only issue that's affecting seniors and affecting the state of California. There are other things like homelessness and affordable housing and some of the measures that we've taken there. You guys might have read or seen in the local news the amount of money that the state has been putting towards homelessness and trying to make sure that people have housing security in addition to food security. But what are we doing for those things? And so we put additional resources there to kind of help people. And this is everything, not just getting people that are homeless into a shelter or into a home, but also even helping people that are on fixed income in those homes. So when you look at, weatherization programs, for instance, and, here in the Valley, we have great partners like United Way and Proteus and La Cooperativa Campesina. Those are all great programs to help seniors that have been trying to get rid of uh, just old windows where they lose a lot of heat during the winter or retain the heat in the summer, because you guys know how hot the summers are. So we have like those types of weatherization programs, or whether people have old vehicles and try and get those old vehicles off the road through our tune-in, tune-up programs, which actually helps clean the air, but also makes things a little more affordable for people on fixed incomes, for our seniors, and for people that live here in the Valley. So we've been trying to push on a lot of these different fronts. And, just want to let people know that I appreciate Cara and everything that you've done. I know the association and some of the members, along with California Senior Legislature and some of the others, have helped me tremendously, not only with some of the policies, but even on some of my specific bills. Specifically, last year we had pushed to try to get additional funding to help seniors get to the healthcare appointments, and we were trying to use some of the clean air money to do that. We also had some things to expand mental health coverage for seniors and for people on fixed incomes. And so I appreciate the partnership and everything that we've been doing to help on that front as well. And so, I appreciate the partnership and everything we've been doing. And then when you look at the housing and how are we making that more affordable, I think you can just Google what we've been doing at the state and see a lot of the different proposals we've been pushing. So whether it's for seniors or for veterans, we've been making those strides. And so appreciate the opportunity to be here, and thank you for having me.